Welcome aboard, listeners. Are you taking this or am I taking this? This is your takeover today.
I was going to say we're 39 days away from hearing the Welcome Aboard Islanders, but we're actually 40 days away from that.
We could probably do it in 39 days. So our flight gets in at like 5:30, and I know that's not ideal for Orlando and I-4, but I feel like we might be able to get to Pop and maybe head over for some Boardwalk Pizza if we're very, very lucky.
We are not going to get 4 people off a plane, all of our luggage, 2 of them being children, and get to the resort, get everybody settled in the room, and then get on the Skyliner and go somewhere after 7 o'clock at night.
Just let me dream.
We can't even do that like in our own home. Go somewhere after 7 o'clock at night.
That is accurate. Yeah, we can't do that.
Nah, it's not going to happen. In 40 days, we can hear that
I'm
in
so
person.
excited. Yeah. Welcome back to Skyliner Views, everyone. You are joined by Ashley and Gabbie. This is Gabbie's week. She's taken over. I asked her what she wanted to record this week. She never answered me and then said, yep, I have our topic. And didn't tell me until about 20 minutes ago. So, yeah. Excited to talk about our topic tonight. I think it's a good topic, honestly, especially if you have kids. It's a good one to go for. So, really excited about that. Housekeeping notes. Like, share, follow. Leave us a review. Podcast-wise. Follow all of our pages. On Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. We have a page. It's SkylinerViews.com. I really need to, do something with that.
You should.
I might write a blog post this weekend, so maybe keep an eye out for that. As always, follow Pop Culture Pros on their Facebook and their Twitter. That's how you guys can be notified when we're going live every week, Thursday at 8:30. The GoFundMe still exists. We're still trying to raise some money for some cast members. I rode 15 miles the other night.
I think that's a lie.
I did.
You rode 10.
Oh, yeah, but I added 4 from the previous night. So, yeah, I rode 10 that night and then 4 another night.
That doesn't even add up to 15.
14, sorry.
Okay.
I think that's it. There's not much news this week, so I don't know if this will actually be like a true 2-minute news.
Did you even talk about the Magic Band Plus coming out?
That's what I'm about to talk about.
You just said there's not much news.
Well, aside from that, there's not.
So talk about the news.
So Magic Band Plus debuted this week. It was a giant shit show.
What was wrong with it?
They sell the bands and they aren't charged, so you have to charge them. Some of the bands they had to pull off the shows because they weren't working the right way. The bands die very quickly. They last 1 to 3 days. And it takes roughly an hour to charge them. So, I don't know. I just don't think Disney was ready to launch it yet, and they just kind of did it.
I don't think any of that is a major issue. The charging thing, I feel like most people are going to charge it overnight.
Yeah.
And if you don't, that's your own fault. Plug it in overnight like everyone else does.
Yeah. No, I agree, and I think that we will.
And like all other new, programs, whatever you want to call it, that comes out, there's going to be bugs that they have to fix.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect the first time, which is also kind of why I vote that we skip it this time around. Because they're going to have some kinks to work out. And yeah, I'm not going to pay a bunch of money when it's not going to work.
Yeah, Gabbie and I were super on board with it. We were like, yep, we're going to buy 2 of them. So that way we can each have one with the kids, and it'll be great, and we can see all the interactive elements. But yeah, now that it's come out, we're both just like, maybe. I don't know. I want one just to have one, like when they first came out, because that's who I am as a person. But I don't know. I think it'll be a game time decision, most likely. There are a few... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm eating a cookie.
Okay, enjoy your Oreo. There were a few... I don't know how many new band styles there were. I'd say there were probably close to 15, 20.
I definitely liked a lot of the designs, and I definitely think this is why that they just stopped putting the old Magic Bands on Disney, on the My Disney Experience, which is also annoying because, like, we've been trying to get new bands forever, and they just haven't been putting any on there.
Hi, Tim. Glad to have you, buddy. I wore my Notre Dame shirt tonight. Whoop, just for you. I would be interested... Like, I would like it if they took the new designs and put them on, like, the old Magic Band. You see what I'm saying? Like, not make it Magic Band Plus. Like, you can upgrade to Magic Band Plus with the same design.
That defeats the purpose.
But there's a Buzz Lightyear one that I really like. Or I think it might just be Toy Story. But, yeah. Enough about that. Magic Band Plus came out. Some of the statue interactives are cool. There's a game called Star Wars Batuu Bounty Hunters that you can play in Hollywood Studios, but I've been told that it drains your battery. So,
yeah, I'm not into it. We'll have tablets and phones and portable chargers and fans.
Yeah.
And there's so much to charge already that this time around, I'm not into it. If we do another, like, grown-ups only trip, I might consider getting them, but this time around, I don't want to have to worry about charging these, and we have enough to do that I don't really care about the interactive part of everything it does in the parks right now.
I agree. The only other thing I have that was kind of funny is, you know, that Star Wars VR experience that opened up in the old NBA experience? It already closed.
I thought that was the intention of it. It was going to be short-lived.
Oh, wasn't it seasonal? Yeah, I think you might be right.
I usually am.
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's funny that they can't keep anything in that building. So yeah, that's news this week. Magic Band Plus. It does look fun, but it just seems like an extra... They're $35 a band for the graphic bands, so that's like $70.
I bet that made them a lot of money, though.
Yeah, and I bet it's going to continue to.
I mean, those are cool. Like, the Magic Bands themselves are cool. And I know the boys are going to like... I do think we still plan on getting all of us Magic Bands. I plan on at least getting a not Magic Band Plus one. But, like, yeah, just the Magic Band Plus is not worth it right now.
No. And, like, part of me wants to get Magic Band Plus, but I'm going to forget to charge it one day. So,
Yeah.
like...
That's why you're going to get it with your own money.
No, I probably won't get it, honestly. Oh, Tim says he likes the Darth Vader band. The Darth Vader band is really cool. They have a few really cool Star Wars ones.
I like they had one that had, like, all 4 parks, and then they had, like, a 50th one.
I like the Figment ones.
They had a Pride one, too, I think. I love me a good gay Pride one. I didn't ask you.
But yeah. We'll probably keep coming around to these damn Magic Band Pluses, because that's what the state of the Walt Disney World is. There was a rumor going around on Twitter today that they're going to take the Walt out of Walt Disney World.
He's dead, so.
Take him out. Get rid of him. We don't need him anymore.
We don't.
Everyone was like, would you quit going to Walt Disney World if they took Walt out of the name? I was like, no, it would suck, but I'd still go. I'd have to, like, put a line through the logo that says a Walt Disney World podcast. It'd just say a Disney World podcast.
I have no opinion on the matter.
Good to know. What's this week's topic, Gabrielle?
Playgrounds. Just any playground.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go.
I think that going to Walt Disney World is a lot, and a lot of people are going to say, why in the hell would you want to go to a playground when you have all of this to do?
Why are you jacking my topic right now?
Go for it. Take it away.
I just said playgrounds. I didn't say Disney World playgrounds. It's my topic. I just want to talk about playgrounds.
Okay, Gabrielle, let's talk about playgrounds. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Obviously. We're going to talk about playgrounds that you can find at Disney World. Did you know that there's playgrounds at Disney World?
I did know that, yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I really knew that there's playgrounds at Disney World until, I don't know if it was our honeymoon trip. Because I can't think of seeing any when we went with my parents. But I remember seeing the one at Caribbean Beach.
Mm-hmm. I remember the one at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and that's when they started to stand out to me. Do you remember that one? We went to eat at Sanaa, and then we went and looked at the animals, and it was right there.
You have a lot of faith in that like $20 Walmart chair. I can't wait for it to just break on you one day.
I know. It's going to be great. Hopefully we're on here, too.
It was definitely within the last probably like 1 to 2 years that I learned that Disney World had playgrounds, and they have quite a few playgrounds, actually. So we're going to talk about it because, like, who doesn't love a good playground? I know our boys will love a good playground, especially when you got some short kids that can't really ride the rides or are impatient as crap and don't want to wait in long lines. Just go find you a playground, get you a snack, get you a drink, sit down, enjoy some alcohol while your kid runs around on the playground.
That's right.
That's what we're going to do.
Yep.
Would you like to... I'll start us off.
Okay. You start us off.
I'm going to start us off with Magic Kingdom Playgrounds. This one I'm probably most excited for.
You have been talking about
I
this
have
for
made
a
it
while.
very well known. I'm excited for the Dumbo Playground. It is named Dumbo Playground, I guess. It's indoors. It can be found in Storybook Circus. You can wait for the Dumbo ride here. It's super cool. A lot of these have like a suggested age range. This one, it says for ages 2 to 5 and for ages 5 and up. So I don't know if it's like different sections. There might be like a little kid section and then like a big kid section or what. But yeah, I would just say any age there can play on it. But there's a big old playground. It's super cool. You just got to go there.
It's right. So like basically you walk into the queue of Dumbo and it's right there.
Yeah, it's like you're in a circus tent. There's like climbing stuff and your indoors is the number one thing is if it's rainy or you need a break from the sun or something, this is a good one. Our next one in Magic Kingdom is Tom Sawyer's Fort. This one is outdoors. And you have to take a boat to Tom Sawyer's Island to get to this one. So you're going to have to work a little bit. This one, this one is for ages 2 to 12. I kind of feel like it's for older kids, though. Because it says there's, like, caves you can explore. And the article I was reading, the chick said she, like, got lost in the caves. So I feel like it's for the older kids. But it still sounds kind of cool. Maybe we can go explore some caves. We have a few days there.
I think when you think about Tom Sawyer Island, you think it's just like this little island you'll walk over and like what you see is what you get. But when you like get in there, there's so much more to it. I've been there once and me and my dad were just like, this is a lot. They have a restaurant over there too that they sometimes open up.
I don't think I've ever been over there.
Yeah, I've been over there once. The restaurant's very seasonal, so you just kind of have to keep an eye on it. But that's also a good thing to know when you do have kids over there because there's snacks over there and everything else.
Those are the only 2 technical playgrounds. Some bonus content. There's a splash area at Casey Jr. Splash and Soak Station. And there's also like little play areas and some of the lines and exits. You can find these at the Winnie the Pooh. I think it's in the line. Mm-hmm. There's one at the exit of Splash Mountain. And there's one at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
In the line.
In the line.
Yeah, I think those are all great. It's just when you have kids, like they don't want to wait in line all day for a 2-minute piece of happiness and then go to the next thing where you're going to wait in line. So I think that taking your kids to a playground gives them a chance to just run out all that energy.
Yeah.
Like before we had kids, I was like, why would you come here and do that? But I think that now we have a kid who has ADHD, and when he's done waiting in line, I will gladly let him play on the playground.
I think it's also good for we have a 4 and a 5-year-old almost. So when the 4-year-old is too short to ride something, especially Epcot is next, especially some of the Epcot rides, if he's too short for like Test Track, to throw him at a playground while the 5-year-old gets to ride Test Track or something would be easier. So he kind of gets to do something fun while his brother gets to do something fun.
Yeah, and there's quite a few at Epcot, to be honest. At the end of Mission Space, they have what's called the Space Base, and I think that's the most interactive playground you'll find at Epcot. It's geared more towards the littler kids because Mission Space... Did I say Spaceship Earth? I said Mission Space is geared more towards like an older audience, so they have made that very kid-friendly. That way the kids can go play while the grown-ups or the bigger kids go and ride that attraction. It says it's 2 to 5 and 5 to up once again. And you don't have to ride it to play in there. You can go into the exit of Mission Space, which is conveniently located right next to the bar for Space 220. So grab yourself a beverage, head on in, and let your kids have a ball. The Green Landing Play Zone, I believe they re-themed that for every festival. I don't know what kind of reading you did on it.
I was not told of that. The only seasonal one that is the last one that very boldly says seasonal.
World Nature. I don't know where that one is. The Green Landing one. Did you see where it was? No.
It doesn't tell me.
Yeah. It's somewhere in Epcot, and you can play on it. So
you can just find it.
Yeah. There's tons of play areas at exits of rides. Like we said, Mission Space has one. The Seas with Nemo and Friends has a giant aquarium where you can look at everything that pertains to underwater sea life. And then they have a little play area where you can like hang out in Bruce's mouth and stuff. It's really cool. Whenever people go there, that's like one of the biggest photos you'll see is the kids in the shark's mouth, I think. And then, yeah, like Gabbie was saying, the seasonal playground between World Nature and
Excuse me. You didn't read all those.
Oh,
I did a lot of
I'm sorry.
research.
I missed them. At the exit of Figment, there's a bunch of interactivity where you can play the drums and make music and hop around and get all your energy out.
That one's all about imagination and all your senses. So there's like just a bunch of things to use your senses.
That's really cool. And Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Earth one is kind of more high tech.
Yeah, that one's all like technology, like games to play, like computer-y kind of games to play.
Yeah.
It's still like interactive, and there's a lot to do. Like when we got off the ride, there was room for both my brothers to sit down and play a game.
Yup. What's next, Gabrielle?
The seasonal playground.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about that. Seasonal playground between World Nature and World Showcase. I have seen that thing several times. It had a Cars theme. It's had a Princess Tiana. I think it has Princess Tiana this year. There's just been several themes to it. It's actually like a good-sized playground. It's like one you could find at a school, most likely. So I highly recommend that one. Like I said, I always see it, and there's always a ton of kids on it because it looks like fun.
But it is seasonal, so there's no promises that it is there year-round or what it will be when you go.
Yep.
The only other park with like a dedicated playground is Animal Kingdom. It has the Boneyard, which is a huge outside playground that was labeled for all ages. And you can dig for dino bones. We didn't do this with the boys. I don't really know why we didn't do this. It's in the, what's the dinosaur area?
Dino Land USA.
Yeah, Dino Land. It's in Dinoland, part of Animal Kingdom. And, like, you can go dig for dino bones.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't do that either. I think it's because did you and I rope drop to do Pandora, and then we met up with them later. Yeah. It's really cool. When we go, I think I might have to play in it, quite honestly.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Animal Kingdom, if you give yourself a full day, you'll have some extra time to kind of chill out, go. So you should have time to go and visit it, see what it's all about. Some bonus content for Animal Kingdom, though. There is also in Dinoland. There's some carnival games. Those are not free, but they are something that's outside of the normal rides and stuff that you can do with those kids that aren't tall enough or that aren't old enough. And there's some face painting. I would assume that's also in that carnival area. It didn't say.
I feel like you could probably find face painting in more than one location there, just because of the atmosphere of it.
And then there's some drumming sections, so you can find some drums to get your anger out. And Africa and Pandora.
I love getting my anger out. Hollywood Studios, no playgrounds, was home to a very famous playground of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground, which was...
That's the only playground. No, the Bugs Life playground. Was it Honey, I Shrunk? Yeah.
Yeah, it had the ants in it and stuff. Yeah.
That's the one that's the only playground I remember. I was 3 though, so pardon my memory.
I remember it, but I never played on it. I don't know why either. Because you could see it from the backlot tour. But Lightning McQueen's Race Academy, or Lightning's Race Academy, whatever.
I don't know.
There's a bunch of like cars back there that you can like jump up. Don't jump on them, but jump all over and see. And...
Again, don't jump on them. They are roped off.
Oh, are they? Oh.
I think.
I remember them being in a different location like a while ago.
I feel like they're roped off, but I kind of recall the pictures that were posted in the articles I read. Like, the people were pretty close to them. But, like, there's different Cars characters that, like, you can kind of get up close and personal with. And it's, like, kind of back, tucked away. So this is a good area to, like, let your kids be loose.
Let your kids be kids.
Yeah. Just, like, take them out of the stroller and go buck wild.
I was going to say take them out off the leash.
Yeah. Unclip the leash for a minute.
Last thing we have is playground resorts. Do you want to go down the whole list?
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say nearly all of the resorts have playgrounds. Mm-hmm. All the all-star resorts have a playground. I cannot guarantee where this playground is at. On the map that you receive at check-in, it should have it labeled where you can find your playground. All the All-Stars, the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the Dumbo House at the Animal Kingdom Village, Art of Animation, the Boardwalk Inn, and the Boardwalk Villas, the Caribbean Beach Resort, Coronado Spring Resort, Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, the Old Key West Resort, the Pop Century Resort, Port Orleans French Quarter and Riverside, Saratoga Springs Resort, and the Swan and Dolphin, but the playground's on the Dolphin side.
I think that's a good alternative if you don't want to go swimming and get the family ready just to have to pull them back out.
Yeah. Or if it's like it's Florida, but it can have its colder days. I feel like when we went in like December, my parents swam, but I did not swim. It can have its colder days.
Yeah, when we went in December, I wore a hoodie to Fort Wilderness.
Well, you're always cold.
I am always cold. That's very true.
That's also a pretty decent amount of resorts that you could hop on a Skyliner or a bus or somewhere and go find a playground. You can go check out the different playgrounds, pick your favorite. I feel like you wouldn't get frowned upon to playground hop like you would to pool hop.
You can playground hop, you just can't pool hop. Don't cross them. The one at Art of Animation is really cool.
Art of Animation is just a cool resort altogether.
Yeah, we're staying at Pop Century, and I fully intend on walking to Art of Animation a few times.
That one is like, those are the cars that you can climb on. Like that one, you let your kids go buck wild.
Yeah.
They have the Lightning McQueen and the Mater and Nemo and Lion King and whoever, and they can just climb all over them. Screw it.
Disney knows how to paint. It's fine.
Yeah.
Caribbean Beach, the one is on the island in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was in the sun a lot, but if you go at the right time, it should be fine.
I feel like we also, we walked past it quite a few times, and it wasn't busy.
It's, tucked away.
Yeah.
Like, it's off the beaten path, kind of. And it's a very small island.
Not many people, go to Disney for the playgrounds, but it's still, I would use it. I feel like we plan on using it.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? As long as my kids aren't fighting, I don't care what it takes.
Amen to that. Oh, Gabrielle, do you have anything else on playgrounds?
I love me a good playground.
I am aware.
Yes.
Thank you guys for joining this week. Once again, follow the podcast, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Follow it all. Interact with us in any way you'd like. We love talking to you guys. The GoFundMe is still happening. If anyone so cares to donate. Tim, he is still waiting on his invitation. I want to do a big Star Wars episode, Tim, but I don't want you to show me up because you know a lot more than I do. But Gabrielle also knows a lot of Star Wars.
Can we get Kaiser on here to do the Star Wars episode? Because he is pretty impressive at this point.
Tim, one day we were just chilling, hanging, doing whatever, and our kid just looked at us, and what did he say about Anakin Skywalker? He said Anakin Skywalker went in the lava, and now he's Darth Vader or something, and we were like, wait, what? How did you know that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tim, I will definitely let you know. Maybe we could do that one next week or something. But yeah, I'm down to cover Galaxy's Edge, the movies, Clone Wars, which I haven't finished yet, and all those things. And Gabrielle in her Star Wars shirt would probably join us because sometimes when I don't know anything, I look to Gabrielle.
I don't know anything either.
Welcome to Skyliner Views, everyone, where we don't know anything about anything. Have a great night.
I know a lot about playgrounds now. I did a lot of research.
Have a great night. Have a good week.
The week's almost over.
Well, until we see you next week, please enjoy. We're going to go take care of our dog who wants out of her cage. Goodbye.